Everyone, welcome to the podcast with Bakhtiyar. In this episode, there's someone whom I'm chasing for almost 6 months. जब से पॉडकास्ट स्टार्ट हुआ है जब से मैं कांस्टेंट इनके टच में आ रहा हूँ मैं बट ही इज नॉट गेटिंग टाइम बिकॉज ऑफ हिज बिजी schedule and all. So the thing is that finally he is here. So I won't take the name now, but once I came to know about this man, so somebody told me that there is a guy who has these kind of experience and this kind of degrees. I thought he's talking about something, there's a myth or something. Then he told me his name, so I searched it on LinkedIn and I googled even. So I came to know a name which I guess many of you know if you are in the industry and anywhere. If you have ever opened LinkedIn, you have seen this guy. So we have Aashish Jhunjhunwala in our house. Welcome, Aashish.
Hey, thank you, Bakhtiyar. Thank you for having me.
And he's the man, the myth, the legend. Welcome. So, Ashish, how things are going around?
All great, Bakhtiyar. I think God has been kind and everything going great. Hope all is well on your end.
Yeah, everything fine, everything fine. Like I got many texts. मेरे को तो इतना text आता है कि when he is coming, when he is coming. I said I'm in constant touch with him. I need to figure it out. So finally you are here. And but मेरे को किसी LinkedIn creator ही से पता चला था about you. So he has told me that you are CA, CS, CFA, FRM, MBA from IIM Calcutta. Also, जो सब होते हैं, you are also bachelors in commerce also. So 6 degrees. OMG. So I just want to ask you how your career trajectory has shaped you with these multiple qualifications of yours.
So yeah, firstly, so I have 7 MIM करके भी था, and every degree played a different role. So initially, when I started my career, the idea was not to go after so many degrees and every time. So like when I had my fifth degree, that was CA, I did not think कि इसके बाद कुछ addition होगा. And same was the case with MBA, even early in my career. So the idea, every role, every degree played different part. BCom was the toughest one in my case. BCom taught me discipline. College used to start at 6 a.m. Compulsory 80% attendance, and post that you need to have to go to your articleship. And that time Uber, Ola hadn't started. College was
Hmm.
20 meters away from my home. So and 6 ka 6 5 hote, father used to kick you out of the college. Like you don't get the attendance for the entire day. So
Hmm.
BCom taught me discipline. CFA taught me very analytical skills. CA taught me how to work hard, right? Clearing those IPCC finals, the width of the curriculum. CS taught me about how to have, like, it's easy to understand, read something, but it's very difficult to apply. So all the statute provisions were different. How do you apply that? MBA taught me ki you have a lot of technical skills across 5 degrees. Now, how do you market it well, or how do you utilize it well to make a large scale impact, or to make the impact where it matters? MBA taught me networking, MBA taught me communication, helped me improve my personality. So each other degree played a slight unique role or a slight part in the entire journey. Although a lot of people ask me, is it necessary to have 6 degrees, 7 degrees? To be honest, not. Till the time you're very clear that you want to do this, I was very confused. Like I started with BCom, I saw that people were doing CA runs in my family. Everyone, almost every other guy does CA. So started with CA, and then realized, yeah, like I saw these movies on the 2008 financial crisis. ये तो मजा लग रहा है. Okay, I've heard that CFA आया है, FRM आया है, which focuses on this. So came to know about the curriculum, started pursuing that. So all these degrees, इतने degree दरकार नहीं है. Till the time you know कि करना क्या है. मेरे case में I really liked studying back then, and uh, was slightly confused कि exactly क्या करना है. Just knew that finance में कुछ करना है, and just thought कि any other degree, like every other degree which I do will help me reach there. So that was the aim, and gradually आज के दिन में when I look back, it has been a decent journey and has really helped me both in the corporate sector, both in my personal life. So every role, every degree, somewhere or the other has played some role.
So degrees give you experience, and with experience in finance, consultancy, and all. So you have mentioned somewhere like you have also handled your family business. So how these finance, consulting, and these degrees played an important role in gearing up your family business?
So yeah, I started like I became a part of my family business due to some family circumstances back when I was 11 years old. Right. And gradually by the time I was 13, 14 was managing my family business end to end. Again, koi high tech startup nahi tha. We were into a retail uh, a textile retailer and a wholesaler and decent
Mm,
turnover, decent profits and all. तो वो handle किया. Uh, there I made a lot of mistakes, right? मतलब it's not something a bit corporate hierarchy नहीं है. It's like I am the sole proprietor, I am the owner of the shop, the family business. You have 10, 15, 20 employees working for you. You buy goods, you sell it. You either sell it to the retailer, either sell it to some B2B or you sell it to the end consumer. So made huge losses like time and again, learned a lot of things, became street smart. So like I knew how to navigate problems. Every day you're facing a newer problem. I knew how to manage with limited resources, and I knew how to engage with people, how to manage people. So what happened is like, and again, you have to manage your finances as a family, as a business and all. So all this actually helped me in my job. So when I went there, Goldman, it was more a accounts focused job, right? So I knew okay, this is how accounts work, or this is why it is important. When I went to consulting, when I went to private equity, पैसे सोच के डालने, right? So as simple as when in my family business you are bringing 10 lakh rupees of stock of a new item, so you have to be very
mm,
sure कि okay, pros cons weigh किया, what are the returns analyze किया. So this had helped me in my private equity stint. The biggest benefit which came was during my consulting stint. Why? Because you're going to client place, a very new environment. You need to befriend people to understand them. You need to take out information from them, and you need to have a very problem-solving approach, right? Something which probably the employees of the client hasn't been able to do so far. So I think my business didn't help me identify ki, okay, this is the core problem or this is the root cause, and these are the ways I can actually mitigate it. So I think, and at the same time, build relations with people at the client place. So I think my family business stint was really useful during my consulting days.
mm. So you have said you have started around 11 and 12, like due to some family circumstances, you went came into business. So my next question is around that, like you have reached 10, you have reached 12. So how this 10, your career choices which you have currently pursued, and how this 10th and 12th have impacted in that, like क्योंकि बच्चा जब छोटा होता है वो सोचता है मैं तो सब कर रहा हूँ. So वो धीरे धीरे जब slowly when someone gets maturity, then they realize what is the reality. So how 10th and 12th shaped you?
Very few people know that I took up commerce. ICSE at the time had an um, offered people can choose commerce or science from 9 itself, not 11. Right. And
Mm-hmm.
very few schools in India had this bifurcation of science and commerce from class 9. Otherwise, most schools have it from class 11. So class
Correct.
8 tak, I used to get good marks across subjects. However, I
Mm-hmm.
knew कि getting a good marks in maths or getting a good marks in history, geography was comparatively easier for me. Science used to be a pain. कि मुझे लिटरली आई हैव सीन दोज डेज कि फंगस ड्रॉ करने आया, मैंने लिटरली शेड किया कि ये फंगस है. तो होता है ना कि टीचर used to show my copy कि just look at this guy who scores 9500 in other subjects, इसकी ये क्वालिटी है साइंस में. So I knew कि साइंस तो नहीं रे का नहीं है. So I took up commerce from class 9 itself. फैमिली को भी पता नहीं था. फैमिली को फर्स्ट टाइम फैमिली को पता चला जब क्लास 9 की मार्कशीट लेने मेरी मम्मी गई. सो मैम ने बोला कि यार नॉर्मली वी डोंट सी अ लॉट ऑफ ब्राइट स्टूडेंट टेकिंग अप कॉमर्स क्लास 9. योर चाइल्ड इज एन एक्सेप्शन. सो दैट्स द फर्स्ट टाइम माय मॉम टेल मी तू कॉमर्स में है, इतना जल्दी ऑफर कर देते हैं मतलब ये. एंड that's the journey it started, and gradually 10 12 में पता था, like when I cleared class, passed my class 12, I knew कि यार
Hmm.
family business करना है, कुछ बड़ा बनाना
Hmm.
है, because I had already started with my part, I had started becoming a part of
Hmm.
my family business. लेकिन again when I went to St. Xavier's, देखा वहां पर सब सीए कर रहे हैं, तो बोला यार चलो एंट्रेंस तो दे देते हैं, या चलो स्टार्ट तो करते हैं. And unlike most people who think or who uh, like study CA to become a CA, they do not enjoy the journey, they do not enjoy the curriculum. I used to love the
Hmm.
CA curriculum, right? Every like costing CA, like till date अगर कोई बच्चा आता है कि सर कॉस्ट का प्रॉब्लम है, तो मैं खुशी खुशी अपना काम छोड़ के कर देता हूँ, राइट? बिकॉज आई रियली लव सॉल्विंग अकाउंट्स के टैक्सेशन
Hmm.
प्रॉब्लम्स, कॉस्ट के प्रॉब्लम्स. एंड वहां से जर्नी चालू हुआ. सो 10 12 में आई न्यू कि साइंस नहीं होगा, कॉमर्स करना है, एंड न्यू की
Hmm.
फैमिली बिजनेस के साथ थोड़ी बहुत पढ़ाई कर लेते हैं, एंड दैट्स हाउ सीए started loving the curriculum, started loving कि भाई कंटेंट अच्छा है इनका, एक एएस की प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो रही है, एएस लॉजिक से बता रहा है कि कहाँ पर क्यों करना है,
Hmm.
क्या करना है. Then gradually moved on to other courses. But हाँ 10 12 ensured कि they I know my capabilities कि साइंस मेरे
Hmm.
बस का नहीं है, कॉमर्स ही करना है, एंड कॉमर्स में द डिफॉल्ट ऑप्शन वाज सीए.
Hmm. So अभी आपने बोला था like you went to Goldman and you got your family business experience had you got a good advantage in entering and working in Goldman. So like my question is what are your take like key takeaways from working in Goldman with the upper quartile rating?
So yeah, Goldman में ना, first thing which I want to clear to most people, I wasn't doing investment banking, which a lot of people think कि Goldman मतलब
Hmm.
investment banking. Goldman
Hmm.
India has approximately 5,000 or 6,000 people working in India.
Hmm.
For them. Less than
Hmm.
50 is engaged in investment banking. So I was doing controllership or fund accounting for
Hmm.
private equity, Goldman owned private equity funds. Largely accounting role, some analytical bits, लेकिन largely mid office role था. I wasn't on the front end. Uh,
Hmm.
Goldman में the things which I learned was कि firstly uh, like just be at it, right? मतलब the idea being okay, you
Hmm.
have got an again work काफी repetitive होता है, every quarter, every 6 months you're preparing the financials. So after, like, there would be some monotonous work, repetitive work. Some elements
Hmm.
would be repeated on a daily basis, like updating the cash book, cash roll. There would be certain things which are updated on a quarterly basis, like a financial statements, and there would be
Hmm.
certain things which are updated on a yearly or a half yearly basis. So one
Hmm.
thing which I learned very early at Goldman, due to thanks to my managers, was कि once what rather than crying about that the work being monotonous, what you need to do is you need to ensure that okay, when initially when you are doing something, you are doing it with 10 mistakes. How do you bring this
Hmm.
10 mistakes to zero mistakes? So that's the next level of achievement. Once you have achieved the point where you are making zero mistakes, ensure that okay, how can I reduce the time which I require to do this, right? So basically, if on day one you're preparing a financial statement with 20 errors in 5 days, the idea is
Hmm.
that how do you go to preparing the financials with zero errors in 5 days, and how do you actually then prepare an error-free financial statement in one day? And once you have reached
Hmm.
that level, you should start thinking that okay, how can I automate it, right? How can I build a system which can actually take data from here, data from there, and build the financial statements on its own, so that it is like probably I can devote my energy, I can devote my time and bandwidth to some other areas. So this was
Hmm.
just the funda followed, and my thanks to my managers who actually taught me this. This
Hmm.
was the only thing I followed at Goldman. It
Hmm.
actually what it ended up happening was that compared to a normal person, I was able to do more things. I was able to do things more quickly. I was able to do things more error free, and that was actually one of the reasons for a high rating. And
Hmm.
largely this, and probably this is something which I carry on till date. That okay, how do I reduce the number of errors which I make? How can I reduce the number of amount of time which I take? And if everything has happened, how can I automate it or how can I delegate it so that someone whose time value of money isn't as big as mine, someone that if someone can else can carry that out on my behalf, so that I can focus on more important things.
Hmm. So coming to your like you have said I have multiple degrees. You have noted down like CA, FRM, CFA, So one thing you have told, like in the end, like MBA from IIM Calcutta helps you in marketing and managing every other 5 degrees. So my question is like how this IIM Calcutta, because it's a dream institute for everybody, IIM Calcutta, and how you got into IIM Calcutta and how it impacted your professional growth.
Still back at Goldman, I was really happy with the pay I was getting. People were amazing. The work culture was amazing. However, I 17 again as I mentioned, Goldman अच्छा चल रहा था. The pay was good, people was good, the culture was decent. The idea was कि I got one fine morning I realized that I'm work in the work enjoying the pay. However, probably 5 years down the line, I may not be wanting to do this, and that time probably I won't have a lot of options left, and that regret will also. So yeah, Goldman, I was pretty happy with the job. I was very happy with the money. People were decent. Was getting to learn a lot. However, one fine morning I realized कि maybe this work is interesting at this point. Maybe but 5 years down the line, the work will become repetitive, monotonous, and I may not be actually happy doing it, right? So on that day I
Hmm.
realized कि यार अभी पैसे से काम अच्छी लग रही है. 5 साल बाद I will be regretting that I did not move out. And when I
Hmm.
started exploring options, largely two options there. Firstly, you moved to startup, something which was more exciting. Again, that time you did not have the startup ecosystem which is there today. Very few startups there. Myntra was there,
Correct.
Flipkart was there,
Hmm.
Boxit and Fresh Menu आना चालू हुआ था. And then the
Hmm.
other option was कि the easier option कि CAT दो, MBA करो, and you get moved to usually end up moving to a front end. Uh,
Hmm.
so decided कि चलो यार CAT देते हैं. Uh,
Hmm.
did not take any tuitions because Goldman के work आज काफी hectic थे. So along with
Hmm. Hmm.
my Goldman का work, I started studying for CAT. Scored a
Hmm.
99.90 percentile and got through IIMs. Wanted to make a career in finance more towards the front end side. So
Hmm.
joined IIM Calcutta here. IIM Calcutta में the first reaction was कि again majority of my friends, relatives सब CA हैं. तो CA
Hmm.
minority हो सकता है कहीं पर. That wasn't the thought process, right?
Hmm.
आई डि नॉट नो कि 20 25 50 आईआईटीज एग्जिस्ट करते हैं इंडिया में, राइट? तो मेरे को
Hmm.
लगता था कि लोग तो सीए ही करते हैं, कुछ कुछ इंजीनियरिंग कर लेते होंगे, कुछ कुछ डॉक्टर बन
Hmm.
जाते होंगे. वहां जाके
Hmm.
पता चला कि ना बैच ऑफ 450 420 चार्टर इंजीनियर्स, कुछ लोग इको ऑनर्स वगैरह हैं जिनके 5 सीए हैं.
Hmm.
एंड दैट टाइम यू रियलाइज कि ओके थिंग्स आर वे बियॉन्ड व्हाट वी थिंक एंड probably the way I used to evaluate things, right? एकदम बनिया
Hmm.
बुद्धि सीए बुद्धि था कि टैक्स कुछ भी करो, टैक्स कैसे बचाना है, प्रॉफिट कैसे करनी है, बॉटम लाइन कैसे दिखाना, अकाउंटिंग क्या होगी.
Hmm.
तो लोगों से बात करके समझ में आया कि नहीं यार दुनिया बहुत बड़ी है. पीपल हैड कम आफ्टर डूइंग स्टार्टअप्स, पीपल हैड कम
Hmm.
आफ्टर रेजिंग फंड्स, पीपल हैव लाइक नेशनल लेवल एथलीट्स भी थे. तो like
Hmm.
what I am taught you was कि firstly to appreciate, acknowledge different point of views, different
Hmm.
perspectives. uh, I am taught you that there are multiple options in the world, and many a times you are not even aware of it, and that's why probably whatever decision making you are doing, it's way suboptimal. So IIM gave me that broader lens to look at the world, to look at my career, to look at my personal life. It helped me
Hmm.
make really amazing friends whom I can go रात को 12 बजे भाई ये दिक्कत है. And again, all these people are back at CA also had friends, but again I had friends जिनकी thought process मेरे जैसे ही थी. So they would
Hmm.
normally repeat or they would normally reflect the answer जो मैं सोच रहा हूँ. But here there were people जो काफी अलग सोचते थे, अलग approach था. And again, companies respect the fact that someone has come to IIMs because people LinkedIn पे भी बहुत चलता है कि यार IIM की डिग्री से हो जाती है, थप्पा तो है.
Hmm.
नहीं, फर्स्टली 2 लाख 2.5 लाख क्वालिफाइड अच्छे लोग, पढ़े लिखे लोग एग्जाम दे रहे हैं, उसमें टॉप के 500 1000 को एडमिशन मिल रहा है. उस
Hmm.
1000 में भी बिलीव मी, पीपल थिंक इट्स द एंड वंस यू एंटर द एमबीए कॉलेज. नहीं, वहां पर कुछ नहीं होगा. तो देयर वुड हैव बीन 20 ओकेशंस आई हैव क्राइड, आई हैव हैड ब्रेकडाउन्स. इस टाइप का कॉम्पिटिटिवनेस, इस टाइप का मल्टीटास्किंग चल रहा होता है. लाइक वी हैव
Hmm.
ऑपरेटेड कंटिन्यूअसली विद 2 3 hours ऑफ स्लीप फॉर 1 week, राइट? कुछ ना
Oh.
कुछ चलते
Hmm.
रहता है, एंड दैट स्टार्ट शेपिंग यू एज अ पर्सन. एंड कंपनीज एक्नॉलेज द फैक्ट कि यार इसमें हार्डवर्क बुद्धि थी, तभी ये कैट क्रैक कर पाया. इट्स नॉट कि किसी
Hmm.
नर्ड ने क्रैक कर लिया, राइट? क्योंकि नर्ड ने 100% ले आएगा, इंटरव्यू सीवी नहीं बना पाएगा, राइट? इंटरव्यू क्लियर नहीं होगी उसकी,
करेक्ट।
आईएम एंट्रेंस इंटरव्यू। सो कंपनीज एक्नॉलेज द फैक्ट कि द जर्नी ऑफ द पर्सन हैज अमेजिंग, एंड आईएम्स के अंदर भी आपके ग्रेड्स इंपॉर्टेंट मैटर करते हैं। तो बेसिकली आईएम इज लाइक कि 400 बंदे हैं, 450 बंदे हैं जो अपने अपने रेस्पेक्टिव स्टेट कॉलेज में टॉपर्स थे, अपने वर्क प्लेस में टॉपर्स थे, एंड वो आके साथ में अब compete कर रहे हैं। सो द लेवल ऑफ कंपटीशन, अगर आप उसमें टॉप 5 परसेंटाइल, टॉप 10 परसेंटाइल में हो, सो कंपनीज नो कि बंदा फोड़ू है, राइट? अब इसलिए यू सी कि समवन फ्रॉम अ साइंस बैकग्राउंड, जस्ट बिकॉज ही हैज ग्रेजुएटेड फ्रॉम आईएम्स, हैज वांट्स टू डू फाइनेंस, एंड एक इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग कंपनी आके ले जा रही है। एट द सेम टाइम वो प्रॉब्ली समवन हु इज मोर इक्विप्ड विद फाइनेंस उसको नहीं ले रही है। Why? Because the investment banking company knows कि जब मुझे 18 घंटा इस बंदे को काम कराना होगा, when I actually want the person to work 7 days a week or work long hours, have that personality, have that communication skills, this guy will stand up to the occasion, and probably some other finance guy may not be able to do that. So this is
करेक्ट।
what I am Calcutta ensured. It firstly changed my personality, improved that, helped me network with people, build a good network of people, and it ensured that I become a good candidate for any recruiting company. So post that I got a chance to work with the Sovereign Fund of India for a few 6 months. Then BCG आया, and BCG के बाद I became a part of Mukesh Bansal's team. Mukesh had done 2 startups, 2 unicorns, Myntra था, Curefit था, and he had done some private VC firm called Miracle Labs. So then all the degrees, all I am Calcutta का brand, the BCG brand actually helped me get a chance to work with such an amazing individual and such an amazing team. So I am really played a role that ki firstly everyone has an amazing journey. Probably the IM step ensures that people acknowledge and start appreciating your journey. कि हाँ यार ये बंदा has been a consistent Fodu guy, and probably this is one of the guys like recruiter have their limitations, right? कि वो हर एक जन को होता है ना, इंडिया को टैलेंट नहीं कर सकता है, उसके पास लिमिटेड
करेक्ट।
टाइम है, नीड्स टू मेक अ कॉल। सो IM डिग्री, IM के अंदर आपकी रैंक अच्छी है, the journey really helps you convey to the recruiter that okay, I am a prime candidate for the job, why don't you give me a chance and interview me, and once I join the company I will show you what the IM degree is all about. So I think IM's really played a very important role in that.
सो वन थिंग इज देयर लाइक आपने एमआईएम प्रोग्राम भी किया है, सीएमएस सेम्स, इफ आई एम नॉट प्रोनाउंसिंग इट
Great.
रॉन्ग। सो दिस इज
Same IM.
इंटीग्रेटेड टू, हाँ, सो दिस इज इंटीग्रेटेड टू एमबीए आईएम कलकत्ता, और दिस इज डिफरेंट समथिंग?
दिस इज लाइक अ ग्लोबल प्रोग्राम जहां पर देर आर 30 कंट्रीज, जिसके एक एक कॉलेज इज सेलेक्टेड टू बिकम अ पार्ट ऑफ द सेम्स cohort. So normally
ओके।
there are 30 countries, 30 colleges. India को represent IIM Calcutta करता है, and every year
अच्छा।
20-25 students get selected to the program. They have the option to choose one of these colleges. तो बेसिकली क्या होगा, एवरी कॉलेज में एक 29 लोगों का कोहर्ट होगा, विच लाइक 29 कंट्रीज से एक एक बंदा आके वो कोहर्ट बनाएगा, एंड इसमें
ओके।
रैंकिंग होती है, गिव योर सेम्स इंटरव्यू अलग से। इट्स अ पार्ट ऑफ द IIM Calcutta cohort for 20 people who are getting selected. So I chose University of Cologne there. Back at Cologne, University of Cologne, Germany. Back at Cologne, we were a group of what 25 people from 25 different countries, and वहाँ का करिकुलम हम पढ़ रहे थे, वहाँ पर टूर कर रहे थे, वहाँ पर हमने इंटर्नशिप की, वहाँ पर हमने कंपनी से बात की, वहाँ पर हमने एक फॉरेन लैंग्वेज सीखा, एंड देन वी गॉट द सेम का डिग्री. So it wasn't a full-fledged MBA, but probably it's a dual degree course kind of a stuff, where one degree is IIM Calcutta, the flagship MBA program, and one degree is your CEMS MIM degree. CEMS MIM is largely like the IIM Ahmedabad of Europe.
ओके। ओके। सो दिस इज लाइक वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग। मेरे को ये नहीं पता था कि ये इस जो इसका इंटीग्रेशन इस तरह से हमसे हुआ है। आई थॉट कि ये कुछ और पूरा टाइप का है, मतलब दिस इज सम डिफरेंट डिग्री और समथिंग, बट दिस इज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग कि दे पिक ओनली 20 to 25 people, and those people go to different countries for pursuing their degree programs. This is very nice. मतलब आई डोंट नो अबाउट इट अर्लियर, मेरे को लगता था आई एम
This
अहमदाबाद
was
ही कुछ है।
amazing, and the experience was amazing. So वहाँ पर ना अटेंडेंस कंपलसरी नहीं होता, एंड IIM
ओके।
कैलकुलम में अटेंडेंस कंपलसरी था, मार्क्स रहते थे. सो वी वर ऑलवेज कि if attendance is compulsory, I should attend classes, right?
हम्म।
तो वहां जाके someone told me कि यार तू कल क्लास नहीं आया. I said yeah, attendance is not compulsory. So this guy was like, yes, but you are here for education, right? You haven't come for marks. And then
Hmm.
you realize that okay, these people are developed for a reason. Matlab, they are not running after attendance. Their people are not running after marks. They're actually learning after education. These are people are
Hmm.
actually learning after learnings, going after learnings. And one very amazing incident which happened there was you have to make a group presentation in the main project, a main course.
Hmm. Hmm.
So normally what at IIM Calcutta would happen was कि हम लोग 4-5 जन की टीम है, 2 फ्री राइडर होंगे, 3 लोगों ने
Hmm.
पीपीटी बना दी, जिस दिन
Hmm.
पीपीटी सब मेल कर दी, जिस दिन प्रेजेंटेशन होगा 5-10 मिनट देख के कोई सा भी जाके जैसे तैसे ग्लोब प्रेजेंटेशन दे देंगे, 10 में 7
Hmm.
10 में 8 मिल जाएगा। कोई बहुत
Hmm.
ज्यादा हार्डकोर वर्क नहीं रहता था। यहाँ पर मैंने
अच्छा।
देखा कि यार एक तो 40 मिनट की प्रेजेंटेशन 4 जन की टीम के लिए, तो एक बंदे को 10 मिनट बोलना है। एंड
Hmm.
मतलब प्रेजेंटेशन यू कांट सी एंड टॉक। एंड उन
Correct.
लोगों ने मतलब उन्होंने पहले प्रेजेंटेशन बनवाई, फिर बोला कि
Hmm.
तुम पहले रिसर्च हुई, रिसर्च के बाद
Hmm.
4 बार मीटिंग हुई कि स्लाइड्स कैसी बनेगी, स्लाइड्स में क्या कवर करना है क्या नहीं करना है।
Hmm.
वो स्लाइड
Hmm.
बनने के बाद मुझे लगा चलो यार तंग कर दिया इन्होंने, काम खत्म। नाउ देयर लाइक लेट्स स्टार्ट राइटिंग कि हम बोले क्या। आई वो लाइक क्या पागल हो क्या, मतलब 10 मिनट में यू आर कवरिंग लाइक इनसेन अमाउंट ऑफ कंटेंट। तो
Hmm.
वो तो हम ऑन द गो बोलते हैं राइट, आपने मन में सोच लिया ये बोलना है एंड वहां जाके
Hmm.
ब्ला 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 कर दिया थोड़ा बहुत अटके, लेकिन इट गेट्स डन
Hmm.
राइट। Like as similar to the
Hmm.
podcast we are conducting now. It
Hmm.
isn't 100% fluent from my side, लेकिन that's how conversations and presentations are supposed to be. वहां के लोगों ने
Yeah.
मुझसे लिखवाया 3,000 चार
Hmm.
हजार वर्ड कि इसको लिखो आप बोलोगे। वो 4,000 लिखने के बाद तीनों टीम मेंबर ने उसे 10 बार पढ़ा, उसमें गलतियां
Hmm.
बताई, उसमें एडिट करवाया, ये इंक्लूड करो
Hmm.
रिजेक्ट करो, एंड देन दे मेड मी मेमोराइज। एंड हमने
Hmm.
कम से कम 10 बार मॉक रन किया होगा वो 40 मिनट की प्रेजेंटेशन की, बिफोर वी डिड
Hmm.
द प्रेजेंटेशन। एंड द डे
Hmm.
मेकिंग द प्रेजेंटेशन दैट डे आई कुड फील द डिफरेंस। मतलब मुझे
Hmm.
कोई चीज का डर नहीं था। आई वॉजेंट वरीड अबाउट क्या क्वेश्चन आएगी, आई वॉजेंट वरीड अबाउट कि मैं अटक जाऊंगा। आई न्यू कि
Hmm.
भाई मुझे आई नो माई शिट नाउ। आई हैव लाइक आई न्यू कि कहाँ पॉज करना है, कहाँ जोक क्रैक
Hmm.
करनी है, कहाँ ऑडियंस को उठा के
Hmm.
क्वेश्चन पूछना है। एवरीथिंग वॉज वेल रिहर्स्ड, and actually that
Hmm.
changed my perspective towards how presentation should be done, and it actually
Hmm.
helped me back in the corporates because गोल्डमैन में भी जब प्रेजेंटेशन करता था ना तो लाइक
Hmm.
आई न्यू कि ये नंबर्स मुझे पता है, सामने देख के कुछ ग्लोब कर दूंगा, काम निकल जाएगा। व्हेन आई
Hmm.
वेंट टू बीसीजी आई स्टार्टेड नोइंग कि यार कल अगर प्रेजेंटेशन है आधी घंटा की, मुझे आज 2 घंटा एफर्ट करना है रात को, ताकि कल मैं आधी घंटा की प्रेजेंटेशन अच्छा से कर सकूं। So
Correct.
this was largely due to the University of Cologne and the way foreign education is scheduled and organized.
Hmm. Nice, nice, nice. This is very interesting. I came to know. And acha, one more thing, like I came to know you got a 10 lakh rupees scholarship from Citi Leader Award. So how you got it and like how you won this scholarship and for what?
Yeah, this is a preschool competition organized by Citibank, where
Hmm.
around 25 colleges, top MBA colleges in India participate. They have
Hmm.
multiple rounds, so you register yourself, then पहला quiz होगा, then second quiz होगा, फिर aptitude
Hmm.
test होगी, ऐसे करके you have 8-10 rounds back then during my time.
Hmm.
And 10 rounds के बाद there would be 15 people who would be shortlisted for a 2 day in-person competition, और war room बोलते थे उसको। एंड वो
Hmm.
2 दिन में मल्टीपल तरह के कॉम्पिटिशन्स होंगे, मल्टीपल तरह के पैनल डिस्कशंस होंगे, एक दो
Hmm.
इंटरव्यूज होंगे, एंड उसके बाद द फ्यू विनर्स वुड बी चूजन एंड उनको 10 लाख रुपए का स्कॉलरशिप सिटी देगा।
Hmm. Oh, nice.
एंड
And for what?
अपार्ट फ्रॉम द
Uh,
अपार्ट
hmm.
फ्रॉम 10 लाख तुम्हें एक जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है, पीपीआई मिलता है। आई गॉट टू लाइक आई फोटो ऑफ 2017 with Falguni Nair, the chairman of HCL, the Indian chairman of
Hmm.
Citibank. You get a networking opportunity with them. So that was insane.
Hmm.
मतलब पैसे तो चलो ठीक है because like that time it was पैसे हैं। Now when you have got in like BCG टाटा के बाद it was like ठीक है पैसे ठीक है, was a part of it। लेकिन when you look back at the network you made, city
Hmm.
like all will always be an option कि यार सिटी बैंक जाके मैं एक कैंडिडेट की तरफ अप्रोच कर सकता हूँ उनको। सो
Hmm.
ऑल दिस आर रियली अमेजिंग, तो दैट वाज द लाइक एन अमेजिंग एक्सपीरियंस।
Got it. Got it. It's very nice. Like I came to know many things. As I said, like the myth is so I'm really meeting a myth. So how your experience like in private equity consulting and strategy? how you have adapted to these different roles, because every role is very different for you. So how you have adapted to it?
One thing which is underappreciated about this roles is like is a hard skill required, which is your technical skills. So from private equity perspective, it would be industry evaluation, industry analysis, valuation. Investment banking would be valuations, deck making. Uh, consulting would be again a lot of PPT making. However, there are certain soft skills required. That is a problem
Hmm.
solving approach, able to communicate your thoughts clearly, maintaining relations with people, right? So in case of private equity, it would be more about making relations with investment bankers, founders. Back at
Hmm.
consulting, it would be making relations at your client place. Investment banking, may you have the buyer, the seller, or both the companies. You need to maintain relations between them. So there are certain soft skills which is largely problem solving, practicality, communication, tech making, Excel. So I was pretty good on those common skills across, right? So if you are good at all these skills, whenever you enter into a new job, the only thing you need to do is pick up the technical skills required for the job. So like if now today want to go back to investment banking, I just need to go back to Ashwath Damodaran, read his book, get brushed up with the valuation part of it, and I knew I
Hmm.
can have an investment banking job because I have the other skills required. Similarly, tomorrow, if I
Correct.
want to go back to consulting, I'll just brush up my PPT skills and I can go back there. So,
Hmm.
technical skills is something which can be easily obtained. आप महीना भर मेहनत करोगे उसके पीछे आ जाएगा. The other
Hmm.
aspects of the job, which is problem solving, thought process, structuring in your head, the frameworks, communication, your written communication, PPT making, your Excel skills, if you're good at those, it just actually ensures कि आप कोई भी jobs में जा सकते हो up to a decent time in your career. 35, 36, 40 के बाद you can't change jobs as frequently because you will be expecting to lead a vertical जहाँ पर आपको technical skills भी बहुत चाहिए ना. लेकिन till then, if you have the skills, it's very easily adaptable across industries and across practices.
Hmm. So you have changed multiple roles. Now I guess you are currently working at Tata Digital. So what thing excites you being part of building India's biggest super app at Tata
So yeah,
Digital?
honestly, I joined for two reasons. Firstly, was
Hmm.
the immense respect for the Tata Group, their
Hmm.
legacy, the size of the things they do, and the second was getting a chance to be a part of Mukesh Bansal's team. So there's two other reasons which I joined for. And once you join and you understand that your company bana kya rahi hai, the idea of the super app having a touch point across vertical, that just blew my mind. So the things which keep you motivated here is that firstly the scale of the problem. So many of people
Hmm.
come and tell us कि यार आप बहुत time लेते हो. But what people don't realize is कि Tatas can't make a mistake, right? मतलब हम कोई
Hmm.
glitchy app launch नहीं कर सकते हैं. हम कुछ गलत
Hmm.
unethical नहीं कर सकते हैं. So ensuring that we are trying to create something which will get used by approximately 50 crore जनता, right? That
Hmm.
is insane. So every time you think, so there is again a business aspect to it कि हाँ यार profit कमानी है, top line improve करना है. But at the same time, we also want to ensure कि our customer experience, like we are actually able to make an impact on the life of an Indian. So I think getting a
Hmm.
chance to be a part of that journey is insane.
Getting into the Indian legacy business.
Absolutely.
So, putting down my last question, because I have like burnt you a lot. So, looking back, what is the most valuable lesson you have learned from your journey, and what advice you want to give to the aspiring professionals?
So yeah, something which I've learned from my journey is something which is like many people share on LinkedIn and something which is very cliche, but it's very underappreciated, is endurance. So जो बोलते हैं ना कि you put up a brick every day and you don't see any worth in it. However, when the building is ready, you realize कि what the journey has been, or that 2.01 to the power 365. Again, that's not the
Hmm.
right equation, but probably ensuring that you just show up every day, you try to put in incremental efforts every day. There will be days when you are down and out. However, being in the game, coming back, just staying there, just keep on doing something till you master in it, till you excel in it. And when you actually become that master, or when you actually reach that end of the effort, you realize कि यार अब तो बहुत कुछ बड़ा बन गया. So probably on day one I did not think कि एक दिन मैं इस लेवल पे पहुंचूंगा, राइट? आदमी बोलते हैं ना कि मेरा सपना था, यार मेरे सपने भी इतने बड़े नहीं थे। मतलब मेरा सपना था कि यार सीए बन जाऊंगा क्या, या बिजनेस मेरी अच्छी चलाऊंगा। लेकिन एक मैं टाटा के एक अच्छी नई कंपनी के सीनियर अच्छी टीम में होऊंगा, या मुकेश के साथ काम करूंगा। आई डिड नॉट इवन ड्रीम अबाउट दिस, राइट? बिकॉज लाइक पीपल ड्रीम रियलिस्टिक थिंग्स, बट व्हाट आर व्हेन यू लुक बैक यू रियलाइज कि it wasn't because of a particular event that I could reach here. It was about the series of events that took place, right? There were multiple marriages of my own siblings, of my own cousins, which I missed. There were times when the family went out, but I stayed back and studied. So, multiple sacrifices, multiple days actually led to this. So, every time you make a sacrifice, people tend to find कि यार ये sacrifice का मेरा क्या result हुआ. नहीं, every time
Hmm.
you do something, every time you make a sacrifice, every time you put in an effort, that won't get rewarded immediately. However, when the collection of those efforts, collection of those sacrifices, collection of those late nights, when you put it together and look after 5 years, then you will realize ki what is the impact it has created. So anyone who has started their journey, just be at it, right? Till if you know CA करना है, multiple attempts होंगे चलेगा, करिकुलम बड़ा है चलेगा, जस्ट गो देयर, स्टडी एवरी डे। 4 घंटा हो रहा है 4 घंटा पढ़ो, 6 घंटा हो रहा है 6 घंटा पढ़ो, बट एवरी टाइम अगेंस्ट योर विल, अगेंस्ट योर बॉडी, व्हेन यू गो एंड एक्चुअली पुट इन एन एफर्ट एवरी डे, some point or the other it starts to get rewarded. And when you start getting rewarded, when you look back at your journey, you will be proud of it. So endurance, just be there, just go up, just show up every day, just put in that incremental effort, and after a few months, years, what the outcome will be amazing.
Such inspirational journey I have heard. So thank you so much. And the points which you have told is yeah, absolutely correct. Every day you need to pick, like, put one brick to build that big house. So that's true. And so here, everyone who's watching, we are ending here. And maybe you in the, like, the whole recording, you see sometimes video is getting slowed down. So Ashish is somewhere in the Middle East, and due to some network issues, he's not having a correct flow. So mind, but audio will be there perfectly fine. So thank you so much, Ashish, for joining. And it was amazing कि भाई 6 महीने से एक इंसान को ढूंढ रहा था. Finally I got to meet him. So
Yeah, really,
everybody
really
who
sorry
knows,
for that.
no worries, bro.
Apologies for
So
that.
those who want to know more about Ashish and want to connect with him, I'll put down his LinkedIn in the description. And those who want to connect with me, connect with me. And at the same time, like it, share it, and please subscribe it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, Ashish, for being here.
Thank you, Bakhtiyar. Thank you for having me a part of it.